Hello my dear students, in this video class we are going to discuss chapter 9 history, women caste and reform. My dear students, in the previous video class I have told you all about some of the men reformers who did a splendid type of work for reforming the Indian society. Now we are going to discuss some of the female activists or female reformers who reformed the society. So first one, Pandita Ramabai. Pandita Ramabai was a Brahmin Hindu and she was a poet, activist, scholar and a social worker. She gave her life for the improvement of the Indian women and to make them free. She wrote a lot of books and the most important among all the books was the High Caste Hindu Woman. In this book, she had shown the plight and condition of the Hindu girl child as well as widow women. She also showed in this book what was the status of the women in the society as well as how they were treated by the government. Besides these writing works, she also founded Arya Mahila Sabha in the year of 1881 in the Pune, and in the 1889 he established the Mukti Mission in the Pune. In that Mukti Mission, widow and that women who were deprived or left from their families, they were living, they were getting the education, medical access as well as many more services were given to them. Besides that, she also established Krupa Sadan. Krupa Sadan was established for the service of the destitute women. Destitute women means especially the call girls. Besides that, she also started the Sarda Sadan. And in the Sarda Sadan, housing, education, vocational training as well as medical assistance were given to the needy women. Now Tarabai Sindhi. Tarabai Sindhi was from the Madras. She was a famous activist. She was a great reformer. She was against the patriarchal society as well as the caste system. She wrote a famous book known as Istri Purush Tulna, means a comparison between the woman and the men in the 1882. In that book, she highlights the challenges of the women and as well as she was against the evils which were practicing into the society. Next one, Begum Rokeya Sekhawat Hussain. Begum Rokeya Sekhawat Hussain was a ardent modernizer, woman activist of the Bengal. She worked a lot for the welfare of the Muslim girls. She also opened up schools for the Muslim girls in the Patna and the Calcutta. What was the most striking feature of the Begum Rokeya Hussain? She wanted that when women will be educated, they will be free from all the bondages as well as they will not be ill-treated into the society. She published a lot of articles and many other works of the writing, especially in the Bengali language, and in maximum of them, the plight and condition of the women were mentioned. So these were the some important women reformers who tried their level best to end up the evils which were prevailing into the society, mostly against the women. Now we are going to discuss about some of the reformers who were against the caste system which was practicing in the society. There were many reformers who worked to end up this also. In that, there are few names. First one, Sri Narayan Guru. Sri Narayan Guru was belonging from a Ejwar family of the Kerala. And in the Kerala, Ejwars were regarded as the downtrodden or inferior, and they were treated very badly. In the 1903, he forced the Ejwars or the backward classes to end up this privileges. He set up the Sri Narayan Dharma Paripalana Yojana, and he started to construct a lot of temples in which there was not any idol. According to him, one God, one religion. He was also against the different type of spirituals or religious ceremonies which were practiced by the priests to show their supremacy. Now, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. About the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, I have told you something in the previous video class, that how he worked for improvement of the status of the women. So he was a scholar, social reformer, philosopher, thinker, activist, theologist, as well as editor and revolutionary of the 19th century. He did splendid type of work, or he did great works in the field of education, agriculture, caste system, as well as removal of the untouchability. He also educated the lowest class people and many more people. In September 1873, he, along with his other followers, operated the Satya Sodhak Samaj, or the finder of the truth. In that, he was totally against the caste system. He tried his level best to improve the condition of the Bahujans. He also wrote a book which was known as the Gulamgiri. In that Gulamgiri, he shown the plight or problems of the untouchables. Now, Erode Venkata Ramaswamy. Erode Venkata Ramaswamy was born into the Erode. Erode is located in the Madras in a wealthy Kannada family. When he was small, from that time he has seen a lot of incidents around him, in which he has seen that how a lot of divisions were there within the society on the basis of the caste system, how upper caste peoples were treating the lower caste people with a ill manner. So by all these things, he started to lead a task for the upliftment of the lower classes people. His followers were calling him Periyar. He was a businessman, politician, as well as social activist. He also started the self-respect movements, and he also demanded by the government for the formation of a Dravid Nad. In the Dravid Nad, there will be some areas of the South India. Periyar joined the Indian National Congress in the 1919. In 1924, any type of party was organized in the Indian National Congress party, and in that party, when he saw that people were treated on the basis of their caste, he resigned from there and he led his whole life for the removal of the untouchability and the casteism which was practicing into the society. The last one, Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was an Indian jurist, politician, as well as philosopher. As we are knowing, he was also the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution. He got birth in a Mahar family. which was regarded as the untouchables of Dalit family, and he was one from his whole community who got the education in abroad. He also got doctorate into the law, business as well as the economics. He to uplift or to improve the conditions of the untouchables or Bahujans, he opened the Sarva Hitkarini Sabha. It was the main motto of that Sarva Hitkarini Sabha that Bahujan children should get the study as well as they secure good status in the politics as well as into the society. So, the work of the Bhimrao Ambedkar encouraged the Bahujan peoples to get education, and maximum of them joined the mainstream of the society. So my dear students, these were few social reformers of our country India. At the same time, in the worldwide also, many social reformers were there, and most important were the two. One was the Jean Locke and another was the Rousseau. Rousseau was born into the Scotland, and by his ideas and philosophy, French Revolution as well as many other protests took place within the Europe. He wrote an influential book which came to be known as the Social Contract. In that social contract, he argued that governments should rule the population on the basis of a contract. Means, if people have chosen the representatives of the government, it is the responsibility of the government that government work for the welfare of the common people. And there was the Jean Locke. Jean Locke was born into the Scotland and United Kingdom. Jean Locke was born, and he was also against the supreme power of the monarch and kings. He wrote a book, Two Treaties of Government. In that he discussed how government should govern the areas. Why I told about that two philosophers of the worldwide? Because when you will go in the 9th class, then that will be associated with your portion. That's why. So this was all about this chapter 9, Women, Caste and Reform. In the next video lecture, we shall discuss chapter 10 of the history. Till that time, bye bye.